As a young person, you have dreams. Some are big and crazy. The beautiful thing is that dreams can be as big and crazy as you want them to be. If dreams are dreamed by people who want to implement them with all their might and have a bit of skill, then truly wonderful things can be created. When I was young, I had a dream of a world-unique flying museum. I had the idea of rebuilding the Fokker aircraft factory in all the workshops, including the aircraft that had been built there over the years, and not only flying them for an interested audience, but also giving qualified pilots the opportunity to fly the aircraft there themselves after type training. The basic prerequisites for this were given by my research. In my archive there are not only the information on the aircraft themselves, but also the building official documents of the halls and sheds of the Fokker premises. Anyone who has followed my stories of an aircraft builder on my channel here on YouTube knows that I'm quite persistent and serious. The museum concept was also presented to the city of Schwerin at the time, and I was invited to a meeting there. They found it interesting, but shortly after the reunification there were no financial resources available for it. But I wasn't tied to one location with my idea. You can build this anywhere in the world. And so a brochure was created to convey the idea. There was also a video on YouTube. I'm linking it with this short video. There were always conversations with people who wanted to support it financially, but for them the idea of a commercial use with financial interest was always in the foreground. That this didn't work was anchored in my mind. You can only pay for it, and you have to have the money to cover the costs. Profit is hardly to be made if it's not set up purely commercially, which I never intended. Anyway, there was someone who was willing to invest 10 million euros as a startup without asking for anything in return. That was just at the time when I decided for myself not to use money at all anymore, and so I broke off the negotiations and decided to build something small, without a financial background, by hand. It's not as great as the idea of the original museum, but you can now consider it the Museum of Aircraft Construction and Technical History here in Weschenbeuren. Small but nice and mine, and completely without third parties. So, no banks that only get healthy from it anyway. But if you're interested in the original concept, then take a look at the old video about it here on YouTube. You'll find the link below. And if you want to see what I created now on my own instead, without financial resources, come and see for yourself.